Nestled high in the mountains, where the air is crisp and the silence profound, lay a quaint village. Here, the peaks didn't just meet the sky, they seemed to tickle the clouds, creating a world where earth and heavens danced in harmony. In this serene mountain village lived a little girl named Tara, a child as bright and curious as the morning sun. Her favorite thing, more than playing with her toys or listening to stories, was watching the clouds. She saw them not just as masses of water vapor, but as fluffy, gentle sheep, grazing peacefully in the vast blue pasture of the sky. Sometimes they transformed into majestic ships, sailing across the heavens on an endless voyage, and on other days they became fierce, magnificent dragons, their scales shimmering in the sunlight as they danced among the winds. These fantastical creatures and vessels were always drifting, always changing, always moving across the sky, painting a new masterpiece every single day. Every evening, as the sun began to dip behind the towering peaks, Tara would find her special spot by her window, dreaming of walking on clouds, of feeling their soft, pillowy texture beneath her feet, and visiting gardens in the sky, where flowers bloomed in every color imaginable, and the air hummed with the sweet melody of unseen creatures. She filled a notebook, its pages dog-eared and worn, with drawings of cloud shapes, each one meticulously detailed and lovingly rendered. She was giving them names as unique and whimsical as their forms, and imagining their adventures, crafting elaborate stories of their journeys across the sky. Sometimes, when the wind rustled through the trees, she whispered her secrets to it, sharing her hopes and fears with the gentle breeze, hoping the clouds, her silent confidants, would hear and understand, carrying her dreams on their airy forms. One night, as the day surrendered to twilight, under a sky painted in breathtaking hues of lavender and peach, a masterpiece crafted by the setting sun, Tara, her eyes sparkling with youthful wonder, wished upon a bright star, a tiny beacon of hope in the vast expanse above. "Oh, please," she whispered, her voice barely audible, "I wish I could visit a cloud garden tonight, just for a little while." With a hopeful heart, she closed her eyes, picturing herself surrounded by soft, bouncy clouds, each one a fluffy cushion inviting her to leap and play. With that happy thought, a smile gracing her lips, she drifted off to sleep, the world of dreams beckoning her into its embrace, her heart full of wonder, her mind already soaring among the clouds, ready for whatever adventures the night might bring. As Tara slept soundly, lost in a world of fantastical dreams, a gentle tickle, lighter than a butterfly's wing, began to wake her, a sensation so subtle it was almost imperceptible. The first rays of dawn peeked through her window, painting soft hues of pink and gold across her peaceful face. And then, as if conjured from the very fabric of her dreams, a glowing feather floated before her, suspended in the air like a tiny, radiant dancer. It shimmered with the warm, vibrant colors of a breathtaking sunset, each hue blending seamlessly into the next, creating a mesmerizing spectacle of light and color. This was no ordinary feather. It pulsed with a gentle inner light, hinting at the magic it held within. It began to spin slowly, gracefully in the air, as if guided by an unseen hand. As it twirled, it chimed softly, the sound like tiny delicate bells, each note a whisper of enchantment. The chimes resonated with a melody that seemed to speak directly to Tara's heart, a language only she could understand. It was an invitation, a silent beckoning, gently inviting her closer to unravel the mysteries it held. The feather seemed to radiate warmth and kindness, promising an adventure beyond her wildest imagination. Drawn by an irresistible curiosity, Tara reached out her hand, her fingers outstretched towards the luminous object. As her palm opened, the feather gracefully descended, settling softly into her hand with a touch as light as a butterfly's kiss. The moment the feather made contact, a wave of warmth spread through her, filling her with an overwhelming sense of happiness and wonder. Her face lit up with pure, unadulterated joy, reflecting the golden light emanating from the magical feather. Suddenly, a gentle voice as soft as the whisper of the wind through the clouds filled her mind, clear and distinct, yet somehow ethereal. The voice spoke of a hidden garden, nestled high amongst the clouds, a secret sanctuary of beauty and wonder. But the garden, once vibrant and full of life, had lost its sparkle, its colors had faded, and its magic had begun to wane. It needed someone special, someone with a pure heart and a kind soul to help restore its former glory. The feather, acting as a messenger from this celestial garden, pleaded for her kindness, her compassion, and, most importantly, a happy song. It believed that her joyful melody could reawaken the garden's dormant magic and bring back the light that had been lost. In that instant, Tara understood. This wasn't just a dream, it was a calling, a purpose. This was the adventure she had always longed for, the chance to make a real difference in a world beyond her own. Tara knew instantly this was her dream come true. Without a moment's hesitation, she carefully slipped out of bed, her feet padding softly on the wooden floor. Still clad in her comfortable pajamas, adorned with stars and moons, she felt a surge of excitement coursing through her veins. Clutching the glowing feather tightly in her hand, she followed its gentle, guiding light, trusting that it would lead her on the right path. The feather pulsed with a soft, reassuring rhythm, like a beacon in the night. The feather led her directly to the open window, where a soft, inviting light spilled out into the room, beckoning her towards the unknown. Beyond the window pane, a breathtaking vista unfolded before her eyes, a pastel night sky painted with the softest hues of lavender, rose, and baby blue. It was a scene of ethereal beauty, a canvas of dreams waiting to be explored. Despite the darkness and the uncertainty of what lay ahead, Tara felt no fear, no trepidation. Instead, her heart swelled with excitement, with anticipation, and with an unshakable sense of joy. She was ready for this adventure, ready to embrace the unknown with open arms. The golden feather pulsed once more, its light growing brighter, more intense, as if to reassure her and to guide her on her way. It was a beacon of hope, a symbol of the magic that awaited her. With a deep breath and a determined glint in her eyes, she carefully climbed onto the windowsill, her small hands gripping the frame tightly. Perched on the ledge, she felt a thrill course through her as she prepared to follow wherever the magic led, ready to embark on a journey that would change her life forever. And so, with a leap of faith and a heart full of hope, the journey to the Cloud Garden, a realm of forgotten beauty, was about to begin. As Tara approached the window, the clouds outside began to form a fluffy staircase spiraling into the sky. Each step was soft yet sturdy, glowing in the moonlight. The feather tugged her forward. Tara took a deep breath and stepped onto the first cloud. It felt bouncy and safe, like a marshmallow trampoline. She climbed higher, giggling as her village shrank below and the sky sparkled with stardust. The air shimmered with tiny lights and gentle music. At the top, she stepped onto a vast, glowing cloud. The air was sweet and light. She had arrived. Before her stretched the magical cloud garden from her dreams. Tara's heart raced with anticipation. Tara entered the cloud garden and found it pale and quiet, its colors faded and flowers drooping. Streams of starlight barely trickled, and the air felt lonely. The garden's magic was powered by happiness and kindness, but now it seemed forgotten. Tara held the feather tightly, remembering her purpose. She realized the garden needed laughter, play, and dreams to bloom again. Determined, she set out to share her joy and bring color back. She knew even a small act of kindness could make a difference. The feather's warmth encouraged her. Tara decided to explore, searching for someone who needed a friend. She walked across the soft clouds, ready to help. The garden waited, hoping for her light. Tara's adventure to restore the garden had begun. In a grove of misty trees, Tara found a sad, fluffy cloud cat with sapphire eyes. It sighed, nudging a dull puff of cloud, its forgotten toy. Tara knelt beside it, introducing herself gently. She took the gray puff, blew on it with a happy thought, and it glowed pink with her energy. The cloud cat's eyes lit up, and it pounced after the shimmering ball. They played together, laughter and meows filling the air. With every joyful leap, color returned to the meadow, and the trees shimmered brighter. The cat's happiness began to heal the garden. Tara realized her kindness was working. The cloud cat purred, no longer lonely. The garden's magic stirred, hope returning. Tara smiled, ready for her next act of kindness. Tara wandered on and found a patch of drooping rainflowers, their petals made of raindrops. One flower hummed a sad tune, having forgotten the words to its happy song. Tara listened, then thought of all the things that made her smile. Sunshine, hugs, and her new friend the cloud cat. She sang a simple, joyful song about rain and sun making rainbows. As she sang, the rainflower glowed blue and lifted its head, joining in with a clear, happy melody. The other rainflowers stirred, their petals brightening as they listened, the garden filled with music and color. Tara's song brought hope and energy to the flowers. The streams of starlight sparkled brighter. The garden's magic grew stronger with every note. Following the rainflower's song, Tara found a sleeping skywhale at the garden's edge. its dreams gray and empty. A tiny dream painter sprite explained it had no colors left to inspire the whale's dreams. Tara offered her own colorful memories. Red ladybirds, yellow daffodils, green forests, orange sunsets. As she described them, the dream painter's palette glowed with new colors. The sprite painted Tara's stories into the air before the skywhale's eye. Fields of flowers, skies of butterflies, oceans of sparkling fish. The skywhale smiled in its sleep, its dreams filling with vibrant hues. A wave of happiness spread through the clouds. The garden brightened as the skywhale dreamed. Tara's imagination had restored the magic. The cloud garden was coming back to life. As the skywhale dreamed in color, a wave of light swept through the cloud garden. The sky deepened into brilliant pinks, oranges, and purples. Flowers burst open in a riot of color, and sweet fragrance filled the air. Starlight streams sparkled, and the willow mist trees shimmered. The cloud cat purred, the rainflowers sang, and rainbow dew made everything shine. Tara stood in the center, her heart full. Her kindness had awakened the garden. She saw how every act of joy was connected, making the whole garden thrive. The feather in her hand glowed with gratitude. The feather, still shimmering with stardust, tugged Tara gently back toward the cloud staircase. It was a silent invitation, a soft nudge towards the familiar path home. She looked back one last time, a bittersweet feeling in her heart. The sun was beginning to set, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and gold. It was time to go home. The cloud garden was beautiful, but the day was ending. She waved goodbye to her new friends, the rainflowers, their petals shimmering in the fading light. She promised to visit again soon, her heart already anticipating their joyful songs. The garden was glowing with color and light, a vibrant farewell display just for her. Each flower seemed to nod in acknowledgement, their gentle fragrance filling the air. Tara descended the shimmering steps, each one sparkling like a tiny star. The staircase felt softer now, as if welcoming her back to her own world. The magical world was fading behind her, the vibrant colors softening into a gentle mist. It was like watching a beautiful dream slowly dissolve into the morning light. Back in her room, everything felt familiar and safe. Her toys were neatly arranged, her books stacked on the shelf, and her bed looked incredibly inviting. The feather swirled around her head, a final whisper of magic, then faded away, leaving behind only the memory of the cloud garden. Tara snuggled into bed, pulling the covers up to her chin. The soft blankets felt like a warm hug, comforting and familiar. Her mind was full of cloud flowers and singing rainflowers, their joyful melodies still echoing in her ears. She replayed the day's adventures, smiling at each memory. She knew the cloud garden was safe and bright above her, a secret world waiting for her return. It was a comforting thought, a promise of future adventures. With a contented sigh, she drifted into peaceful sleep, her body relaxed and her heart full. The day's magic lingered in the air, creating a sense of calm and serenity. Her dreams were filled with friendly cloud cats purring softly as they nuzzled against her. They were playful and gentle, their fur as soft as the clouds themselves, and magnificent sky whales gliding gracefully through the starry sky. They sang ancient songs of the clouds, their voices echoing with wisdom and peace. Tara carried the garden's lesson in her heart, a warm, glowing ember of kindness and joy. It was a reminder that even the smallest act of compassion could create a world of difference. Kindness, a happy song, and a colorful dream, these were the seeds of happiness she would carry with her always. They were the treasures she had found in the cloud garden. Can make any world beautiful, transforming even the most ordinary places into something extraordinary. It was a lesson she would never forget, and so the night wrapped her in gentle, magical sleep, filled with the sweet memories of the cloud garden and the promise of new adventures to come.